You ever been asked something so extreme you paused? My boss looked me in the eyes last week and said, "Would you go under the knife for this client?" My heart stopped. I mean, is that just corporate speak, or did she literally mean surgery? They want commitment, sure. But this felt different. I sat there caught between loyalty, fear, and what the hell that question even meant. And when I answered, I didn't just say no. I said something that lit up the internet. Because people resonated with it. Because everyone has a breaking point. Because moments like these make you decide who you really are. Now, before you judge, let me take you back to where it all started. 2 years ago, I was fresh at this job. I believed in putting in everything. 12-hour days, weekend work, responding to texts at midnight, all that. Motivation. I thought loyalty earned rewards. I trusted that sacrifice means growth. So when they asked for more, I always said yes. Need me to stay after? Yes. Work through lunch? Yes. Change strategy at zero notice? Yes, but somewhere I started to burn inside. My relationship suffered. My mental health quieted. My identity became employee, doer, fixer. I wanted recognition. I wanted meaning. I wanted boundaries. But I didn't think it possible. Then the knife question came. It felt like the last straw. Because going under a knife means risk. It means vulnerability. It means giving up something permanent. And I realized loyalty without limits can cost you yourself. 2 years ago, I was fresh at this job. I believed in putting in everything. 12-hour days, weekend work, responding to texts at midnight, all that. Motivation. I thought loyalty earned rewards. I trusted that sacrifice means growth. So when they asked for more, I always said yes. Need me to stay after? Yes. Work through lunch? Yes. Change strategy at zero notice? Yes, but somewhere I started to burn inside. My relationship suffered. My mental health quieted. My identity became employee, doer, fixer. I wanted recognition. I wanted meaning. I wanted boundaries. But I didn't think it possible. Then the knife question came. It felt like the last straw. Because going under a knife means risk. It means vulnerability. It means giving up something permanent. And I realized loyalty without limits can cost you yourself. After I said that, there was silence. She blinked. Others looked at me like I'd insulted the company. Some saw courage. Some saw rebellion. But I felt free. Because I had reclaimed borders. I had drawn lines. And then something unexpected happened. She nodded. She said she understood. She said she respected me for speaking up. And more than that, the room, the team, they leaned in. Suddenly, people were talking about what doing too much really meant. About expectations. About sacrifice. About respect. Because words like go under the knife are metaphors until they're forced literal. And once you speak your truth, others find strength to speak theirs. I felt lighter. I felt human. I felt heard. Let's rewind to what go under the knife really symbolizes in work life. It's not about surgery. It's about risk beyond one's limits. It's about giving up parts of you. Physical, emotional, mental, going nights without rest, ignoring health issues, sacrificing family, even giving up self-respect to please. Because many times, the boss, the client, the market, they ask for more. More hours, more stress, more everything. And we measure worth by how much we endure. But endurance is not always courage. Sometimes it's oppression. Sometimes it's fear of losing our job. Sometimes it's thinking we have no choice. But we always do. We always have a line, even if it's hard to see. And drawing it doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. Now, basic choices turn into advanced consequences. Let me tell you, after that meeting, I noticed changes. I slept more. I stopped checking my phone at midnight. I said no to weekend demands unless necessary. I set boundaries verbally. I can do X but not Y beyond my working hours, or I need rest to do good work. Did work suffer? At first, yes. The adjustment was uncomfortable, but then something magical happened. My efficiency rose. My focus improved. My creativity came back. My personal relationships improved. I started leaving work energized rather than drained. People respected me more, not for suffering more, but for being clear about what I can and can't give. Turns out health, boundaries, and saying no is not the opposite of ambition. It's part of it, but let's not sugarcoat it. Saying no to going under the knife is scary. The boss may see it as disloyal. You risk being labeled difficult. You risk being excluded from the inner circle. You risk missing out on promotions, opportunities. You risk losing some relationships at work. And your mind screams, what if they fire me? What if I'm passed over? All these what ifs are real, but I ask, what if staying silent kills you from inside? What if giving everything leaves nothing for you? I was lucky, I didn't lose my job. But I had to work through guilt. I had to learn self-respect. I had to see that the person you are outside work matters, and that work will be there, but your life isn't paused. Your well-being isn't tradable. And that lesson is sacred. Here are the steps I wish I'd had before that conversation, which you can use too. Step 1, know your limits. Be clear what you will tolerate and what you won't. Step 2, rehearse what you'll say. Use calm, firm words. Step 3, anticipate backlash, but plan your emotional support. Talk to friends, family. Step 4, express your loyalty, show you want to help, want to thrive, but explain why some sacrifices cost too much. Step 5, stand by your words. If pressured, repeat. If pushed, walk away mentally until you can respond. These steps don't guarantee smooth sailing, but they let you act from strength rather than fear. They let you protect what matters. Health, dignity, your identity. The ripple effects surprised me. After I spoke up, I found others did too. One coworker told me the next day he'd been debating quitting because the demands were killing him. Another confessed she felt seen because someone finally refused a demand that felt insane. And clients? Some were upset. Some understood. But the whole workplace climate shifted. Expectations got questioned. Policies got revisited. Nothing perfect. Friction remained. But the conversation changed. Suddenly people asked, do we expect too much? Is this sustainable? What happens if people collapse under pressure? Because one thing speaking up did, it opened the door for everyone else. So here's what I want you to know. If your boss ever asks you to go under the knife for the client, or asks something that feels like it asks for your everything beyond limit, you get to choose your response. Your body, your dignity, your health, they are not bargaining chips. Saying no doesn't make you ungrateful. It doesn't make you uncommitted. It makes you human. And being human is powerful because when you protect yourself, you protect the quality of your work. When you honor your boundaries, you teach others to honor them too. So the next time you're faced with that extreme ask, take a breath. Think, what do I owe? What do I deserve? And then respond, not out of fear, out of conviction, because someone has to draw the line. Might as well be you.